everybody, thanks for watching. And just a quick reminder that Greek Mythology Volume 4 is now available, as well as The Powers That Came to Be in 2022. Make sure you guys pick those up. Greek Mythology Volume 4 is available for $8.99 for the next 3 days. As I said, when a new video releases, it will be available for $8.99 plus tax for the first 3 days, and then it will go back to normal price. So, the last video went back to the normal price. This one will be $8.99 for the next 3 days. So make sure you guys take advantage. Also, to clear up some confusion. So for anybody who is a Never Pay Again member, if you are a member, lifetime member, Never Pay Again member, when a new video comes out, you have to go log in, go to Conscious Courses, scroll down to the Never Pay Again DVD, click on that, put in the password. The password will change. It will change over time. Put in the password, and then you'll have access to all those new videos, and you can download the videos there on that site. So that's how you guys will be able to access new content when it comes out. There won't be any links sent to you guys. That's the way to do it, so there is no confusion. Also, Podia is not for Never Pay Again members. So if you are not a member, if you are not a Never Pay Again member, if you are a person who is paying for downloads, Podia is for you. Now, payloads is still available, but I recommend using Podia because, if you don't have time to download a video, or if you get multiple videos, at least on Podia, you can just log in. Once you create an account, it's free to create, sign up for it, log in and just download your stuff. It'll always be there for you to download. Unlike with payloads, you had to request for more download time. You don't have to do that with Podia, but I understand some people still like payloads, so the content will be on payloads as well, but I highly recommend you just use Podia. It's a lot easier. So Podia is not for lifetime members, Never Pay Again members. You don't have to be a member of Merkabah Academy to buy the videos. You can still go online, go to Podia, or go to the site and get the videos if you want them. So again, as I said, I would address the issue. So, people can afford the videos, drop them way down in price. Make sure you guys take advantage for those 3 days. It's a lot of content that's going to be coming, and it will always come out and be starting at $8.99. It's the best I can do. And for the time and the effort it takes to put into making this stuff, I think that's more than fair. So, please take advantage. And I appreciate everybody who has taken advantage and the support that I continue to get from, people who have been following for, the last decade. So yeah, mouthful, but yeah, little confusion. Make sure you guys are keeping up. Merkabah Academy is up. The app is coming. It will be a download that I will email to people. So as I said, if you want to be on the email list, just send me an email. Also, if you have any issues at all, the best place to contact is therealmerkabah@gmail.com. Merkabah@therealmerkabah.com. That is just a, send out site. We just send the emails from that site. If you want to get in contact, if you have an issue, therealmerkabah@gmail.com, because that pops right up and it's easier for us. So any issues, any concerns, a lot has changed, a lot of new stuff coming. That is the best way. But, make sure if you're not a member, you should. You can sign up for Merkabah Academy for free. You can register for free. You don't have to do the membership, which the memberships is available for lifetime membership. Never Pay Again membership is available. So when I get into this video, it's a lot of confusion again, with the Bible. And of course, there's always been confusion, but a lot of people don't understand that if you don't read the book, because most people is operating on the stereotype of the Bible, the worldwide view of what people believe the Bible is talking about and what it's saying. So again, you go to church, they're telling you Jesus is coming back. Bible tells you he's not coming back. If you don't read the book, you're not going to know. And I know you guys have a lot of questions. You want to know. I get emails constantly with questions, and it's in my videos. And I'm not saying that just to sell videos. It's just I don't have time to answer every single question. If you watch the videos, you're on point. you're on top. You should be caught up. You should have a crazy understanding by now with the over, about 100 videos I put out, not including the, hundreds that's on YouTube. But of course, we don't have time, and that's why I do what I do. But confusion. And we look to the Bible, and most people are confused. And I talk about this in Greek mythology 4. How did the Jews kill Jesus? Isn't he a Jew? How did they kill him? Why did they kill him? And when you go through the book, and as I've shown you guys, the Bible flip flops because it'll give you reasons in different places. All the answers are in different books, and if you read the book, you can connect those dots. But you got to remember the stories, and it's tough. It was very smart the way he did it. So certain passages and verses from John or Matthew or what have you, it's a part of a puzzle to another question. And if you don't remember it or know how to really read the Bible correctly, it's tough to put it together. So, the question, how the hell did Jews kill Jesus? And the thing is, you got to remember that, and I talk about this in Greek mythology 3, about the people that's in Israel today. Showed you guys how these people are created people. And what I mean by that is, once that land, which was ancient Egyptian territory, once it was conquered, once the Persians and the Greeks conquered it, the Africans fled into Lower Africa. They fled from that empire because what we call Israel today was a part of the ancient Egyptian empire. They fled from there, and they were basically pursued into, Lower Africa, to a point, because they wasn't going too deep into that because they wouldn't have won. But the main goal was to get us out of Northern Africa. It is fit for them to be close to that water because they can survive there. They can't really survive in that desert heat. They can't survive in Egypt. But they wanted us out of there to not have that knowledge and information. So we were basically ran out of there. Anybody who stayed was killed and enslaved. So you got to understand, you had the Greeks come in, and then later the Romans come in. And then you had the Aryans come down into the Indus Valley and mix in with the people of the Indus Valley and give us the Persians. And eventually, Europeans would mix in with those and give us Arabs. So you had the Arab conquest, and the Arabs basically go out and conquer and eventually come into Egypt and the land we call Israel and basically mix in. So when you look at the people of Israel today, you have this mixing in of Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Persians, what have you. These people are all mixed. So when you go into the Bible, because remember, they understand what they did and they put this stuff in there. So, it would make sense to people who know what to look for, because there's no way you can walk into, Israel and then you see these people on TV portray themselves to be these Jews. So we see how these Jews look. They look like white folks, as I said. Some of them look different, but they portray themselves to be these Jews. Hard to explain when you look at how they look and how they differ. And you can't tell if one is a Muslim, you can't tell if one is white, what have you, unless you're really paying attention. So remember, you have Esau, who is Isaac's son. And the promise was given to Isaac, passed down to Esau. And we get into this in Greek mythology. So you gotta remember, he basically sold it. You might as well say sold it to survive, which we'll talk about. And so it skipped him. And remember, Esau just basically committed abominations. And, whenever they're talking about according to the flesh, they're talking about according to basically bloodline. So the whole thing is Esau married, Canaanites or what have you. He married outside of the bloodline, different women he wasn't supposed to marry according to the covenant. Don't touch none of these people, but he did. So after he basically, sells his birthright to Jacob, sees that he's in trouble. Hey, cool. Give me your birthright. Swear to me your birthright. And, I'll basically feed you so you can survive. So now the birthright is switched over to Jacob, but eventually, we'll have a split with, you have Israel, you have Judah, and the people are split, but they're not really understanding. And when readers are not understanding what took place, unless you really understand. And it's hints that they give you when you read in the Bible. So when they come and talk to Jesus and ask him, hey, won't you just tell us that, you're the Christ, the Messiah, what have you? And, Jesus is like, yo, told y'all, showed y'all miracles. Y'all still don't want to believe me, and y'all can't believe me because y'all not of, my flock. So he's basically saying to them, y'all not of my bloodline. Y'all not really Jews. You understand? Y'all not Jews. And it's the same thing when you have, when Paul is basically writing to us and, talking about what's going down in the book of Romans chapter 9. So he's basically, they're basically saying, hey, talking to God, these people that are of Israel are not, really Jews. They're not Israelites, but they are of Israel, and they're basically claiming Israel, but they're not. So the whole thing is, when you get up to that point where Jesus is saying, hey, y'all trying to kill me and y'all can't be my people, you are, and they're saying, well, we from, Abraham. And he's basically saying, no, you're not, you are of your father who is Satan, and so on and so forth. So he's giving you those hints. So it comes to the point where you have Jesus, and he's basically telling these people, hey, you're not Jews. So you have the crucifixion or what have you. And the question is, if they are Jews, how could they crucify Jesus? And that's the answer there. They are not.